store inside of my bag. We're going to rummage through my bag. I am going to over-explain everything as usual. It comes natural to me. I am not even trying to make it into an ASMR trigger. It just is. I will be discussing the charms that I've chosen. For this bag. Because every bag that I have has its own personality. This bag is one that I chose. I had a hard time showing it in the thumbnail as well. It's a bucket bag. It's a bucket bag. As you can see, as I smack myself, and it has a strap that is adjustable. And take a look at this charming feature. It is a buckle. It is a bucket shaped bag in a pleather material. Has a pretty long strap, and I do have it set to almost the end, if not the end. Yeah, the very last opening, because I do not know how to carry a short bag for long periods of time. This is a bag that I use on a daily basis. It has to be comfortable for me. I will occasionally adjust the strap, but since it's been winter time and I've been wearing a massive coat, it just does not fit over it. I have to adapt, unfortunately. It also has gold hardware at the bottom here. And it's like a flat bottom as well. I like that this bag has structure to it. That was really appealing to me. And I put gold charms to match. I also had one silver charm, but it fell. Thankfully, it was while I still was looking at it, like I wasn't out of the car, because I put my own jewelry as charms. Like, I use my own stuff as charms, and that was one of my favorite pendants. Very relieved that it didn't get lost. But it has the guest logo. I don't like logos, actually. This was the one thing about this purse that I was not thrilled about, but I could get past it because the shape is structured. It is stunning. And this looks like a tongue. It's funny. Anyway, since we're on the topic of the external part of the bag, is that a strange thing to say? The exterior, since we're talking about the exterior, let's discuss the charms. This is really heavy, by the way. This is hard to lift. You don't even want to know the setup I have going on here. This is the first charm. This is a solid brass dragon. It has gorgeous details that you will not be able to appreciate. I will try to zoom in, but I don't want you to look at my nails, and if you can promise that you won't, I'll do it. it's like, well, I know it's vintage, but I think it's for like curtains or something. I just use it as jewelry, but now it's like retired. I like retire some jewelry pieces. And then we have this bracelet. And then we have this bracelet. Why is my voice doing that? And lastly, we have this bracelet that is only here because it was holding my precious pendant that fell off, that broke off. And again, I saved it, I rescued it, but it no longer has a place to, like a hoop. I have to figure that out. Somehow. I have to make a hole in the pendant. But those are the 3 charms. It was way more interesting when the sun pendant was dangling off of here, but it'll do. I understand this might be frustrating, but I cannot hold the bag the whole time. Let's see what's inside, what mysteries are inside. This is a magnetic clasp. Which is also gold to match the rest. And I'm going to start with the pocket, the one pocket that it has on the side. I'm being honest here, okay? So, with my honesty and transparency, I hope that you will be kind. But I just put this in here yesterday. This is a partially consumed white chocolate macadamia nut sustained energy made with organic oats Cliff Bar. Yes, this is in my bag, but it will no longer be now. I put it in there yesterday, but I totally just forgot because I over explaining everything like I said. I try to keep my cats really safe, like on a paranoid level. Like I'm constantly learning about their health and their well-being. And also, on top of that, my cats love to just walk toward, run toward, speed even toward, grow wings and fly toward danger. They love it. They just get a thrill, a high off of it, one would say. And I don't want them attempting to eat a Cliff Bar. I'm just being a good cat mom by putting the Cliff Bar inside of the bag. By the way, I never call myself cat mom, but today is the day that I do, because how else am I going to describe my bizarre obsession with them being healthy and constantly like, are you okay? Are you about to do something out of control to see if I still love you? Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe they need therapy. I don't know. I don't take responsibility for those traits they got, okay? But they do love doing that. And here's another example. Yeah, I have a pen that is for my phone screen. My phone screen. I edit everything on my phone, my iPhone Pro Max, which means that whenever I have nails, I currently do not. Actually, the previous nails I had on like came off, and I still haven't taken care of my natural nail, which is why it looks horrendous, which is why you will not be looking at my natural nails, okay? You promised. But I use this pen so I can successfully edit my videos due to the fact that I cannot do that with long nails, but also it's also because editing like videos, especially the types of videos that I do sometimes, that I do make. This is useful, actually. Usually I keep a gold one in this bag because it matches, but it's okay. The silver matches everything else. I'm going to place these things back in my purse because I know myself. I have a ring that I refuse to give up trying to wear it on my pinkies, and it flies off every time I dig in my bag. Probably not a good idea to put it on my pinky, because if it goes flying anywhere else. Actually, oh my goodness, one time I was in a public restroom and this ring went flying off of my hand while I was still in the stall, and I had to literally run out of the stall to grab it before anybody else, like, or before it got lost, or like, I was like, someone's just gonna see that and just grab it, you know, although I could have been like, hey, don't do that, like, that's mine, but like, who wants to do that? Like, it just went flying and I had to run as fast as possible to get out of that stall and figure out where it had landed, because it flies. And floating around in my bag are my Raycon earbuds, my black Raycon earbuds. These are just the basic ones. There's nothing special about these. And then why did I do this? This is not a fashion choice, even though it might as well be. It's a cute accessory for that. The reason why I have a dragon eye attached is because whenever I put something in this bag, it is a void. It is a storage unit located somewhere in the universe, and you have to just kind of hope that whenever you're looking for something, you're going to be able to find it in there. And this is a way that I've been able to ensure that I find my earphones every single time I'm looking for them. It's just the best. It's just the best thing I've found so far for this problem. It is a problem though. Like, if I would have known this bag was a portal to the universe, I wouldn't have reconsidered. No, because it's fine, you know. I mean, take a look at the magic. Could you really say no to that? This is a repurposed hand sanitizer bottle. And I put eyeglass cleaner in here, aka 70% alcohol halfway, and then the other half, so 50%, 70% alcohol. That was kind of confusing. And the other half, the other 50, water. And this is what I use to clean the lens of my glasses, which for some reason love to get filthy because they know it triggers outrage in me. They know it puts me in a state of complete discomfort and torment, and that's what my glasses want for me. Anyway, I'm constantly like, why are my glasses dirty again? You know what I mean? So I just need something to calm my nerves and clean them. I also will keep a microfiber towel in my bag, which it's right here because I just used it. This microfiber towel I use to clean my glasses after I've sprayed them with the mixture kindness for the first time, not in your life. I'm sure other people also prepare for the apocalypse, but this is my book light that I also use when I'm writing in the dark, and also it doubles as a bag light whenever I can't find something. Hopefully I will find this. I usually keep this at like the top, and I will just turn it on. And I will find whatever it is I'm looking for. Unless I can't find this, then that is a problem. But usually it's at the top. Let's start getting honest here. Aquaphor. Now you see how massive this aquaphor is. This is my travel one. My aquaphor that stays at the house. One of the many that stays at the house is this big. And I think it's longer than that. It's almost as big as my head. Almost as tall or as long as my head, okay? I have this problem where the sensory, this is always my problem. When it comes to sensory sensitivity, you know that, well, you don't know, maybe you do. I talk about this a lot, so I'm assuming it's known, but either way, it's known in my personal life. It's known in my personal life. I'm sure that it's been on the news before, but I get overstimulated when my lips are dry, and I become like focused on my mouth, and like I literally cannot, like nothing around me can take me away from the sensation on my mouth. And that goes for like every sensory thing. So you'll notice that I have a few things that keep me level-headed in this bag, and I'm not even exaggerating, okay? I do have sensory sensitivity. I've talked about some of those struggles, but I'm not going to get into it right now. I need my lips moisturized at all times, or I will literally not be able to like I will cry from pain that my lips feel. And since I'm showing you that, I have another aquaphor for severely dry lips, broad spectrum SPF, so that if it is the summertime, I'll have some sunscreen on my lips. I cannot handle the sensory of dry lips, and I don't know if you also experience that, but it's a very real thing for me, and so is every other issue that I got going on. But another thing that I have to have in my bag because of this, like, just being overly aware of the sensations in my body and in my environment, I have mints. The sensitive to like my body and stuff. Like, I have gum. This is my favorite gum. However, I prefer the green kind, but they only have the blue, so I just said okay. It's fine. I also have this eyeglass case that I use for portable makeup, like the makeup that I'm wearing that day. Apparently this is the last thing I was wearing. This is the Flower Nose lip gloss that has completely run out. I plan on repurchasing. The formula is absolutely stunning, and it feels as though I'm putting unicorn teardrops on my lips. It is this, like, wearing water on your lips. It's not like a typical lip gloss that is sticky. It's very difficult to describe, and it shines. It's so shiny. So shiny. I'm also going to be filming the Q&A. I've filmed it a couple of times. Yes, I have. And I was not having it. I've been experimenting with like backgrounds and such for my videos, and that just hasn't been going too well. And as you can see, we're back to where it all started, how it's been, right? I'm struggling a little bit with space. Oh, okay, so here's my portable perfume, as you can see. There's liquid in there. Can you hear that? And this is pretty easy. You fill the perfume up through the bottom, and it matches the bag. It's gold, and I like to smell sweet. Sweet smells are the most complimentary with my skin, and they linger the longest. I prefer that. Another lip gloss that I am devastated that I pretty much run out of. The color is perfect, and it is called Gummy Bear 021, in case you want it. It's definitely one of my favorite lip glosses, but I will be repurchasing it. Also, I will be repurchasing it, even though the packaging, they need to calm down and they need to just give me more product, you know. Another Flower Nose product. This used to be a highlighter, but it is now just a mirror inside, and I've repurposed it daily. My journal's just been outside of my bag, but usually I have my journal with me and a book. And I hope that I will use either one. Usually just my journal, but just in case I want to read a book as the zombie apocalypse breaks out randomly when I leave the house. Just in case of an emergency. And I also keep my wallet and my keys in my bag as well. But that's it. That is all. So that means like next week I could have different things in my bag because I do tend to clean it out often. But this is what I have currently in my bag. I also have like my dragon pen with me every time. It's like a pen to write, not like a vape or something. Why do I have to clarify that? It's not a vape. It's not a dragon vape. Anyway, don't mind her. She's just feeling a little bit silly. What was it? Oh yeah, dragon pen. It's a wooden pen that an artist carved a dragon on, and I have that with my notebook. And I'm so upset that I didn't put it back in my purse so I can show you, because this doesn't feel authentic enough. But that's just what it is for now.